Hi, I'm Friar Lawrence. I like gardening herbs and studying nature and.
Sir, we don't care who you are.
Oh, so you didn't want to hear about me?
No! Just tell me about Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, I see now.
Yes. What do you know about the events leading to their deaths?
Well, Romeo was a fine young lad. I almost felt like he was my son. But he was always chasing girls, and I wondered about his future. There was this one girl that he really liked, Rosalind. This girl broke his heart. I remember him bawling his eyes out because he was rejected by her. But then, all of a sudden, he met Juliet at some party. I was shocked that his grief for Rosalind ended so quickly that with his sudden interest in Juliet. Just looking at this young couple made me remember how quick young ones are willing to change their minds. One day, I was out in the forest collecting herbs, and Romeo just appeared and asked.
Can you marry me to Juliet?
I was so surprised at how fast he was willing to make that decision. I was about to say no, of course, but then I realized that this marriage could be that one perfect solution to the dispute between the Capulets and the Montagues. So I agreed to marry them in hopes that I might solve this problem. I married them that morning, in the vicinity of my church. But sadly, later on that day, I heard that fateful news that Romeo killed Tybalt and was banished by the prince. I imagine it went something like this. So, after the wedding, Romeo went to find his friends to share his happiness as a married man. But I think Tybalt came and Mercutio fought with him, which resulted in Mercutio's death. Then Romeo became upset, taking revenge upon Tybalt. So Romeo killed Tybalt, and after realizing what he had done, he fled. After that, I heard that many people came up around the crime scene, wondering what happened. Then, the prince and the family of Verona rushed into the crime scene, lamenting over the deaths of their loved ones. Lady Capulet was especially upset about the situation, and she called for Romeo to be killed. But the prince, he was merciful and banished him instead. I feel bad for Juliet as well. It must have really affected her negatively.
Romeo.
I mean, at first she was so happy because she was just married to Romeo. But all of a sudden, she heard news from the nurse that.
Nurse? What news? Oh no, he's dead. What? How? How can this be? Tybalt's dead. Romeo vanished. Romeo? Why? Romeo?
Poor young soul. She was only 3 hours married, and now look at her. After that, in my cell, I was telling Romeo how merciful the prince was, and that it is not that bad that he was only banished. But well, Romeo instead told me that I do not understand about love. Like seriously. So after that, Juliet came running to my cell, and she was acting all suicidal. She even threatened to kill herself if she has to marry Paris.
I don't want to freaking marry Paris. I want my Romeo.
So, then I decided I would give her a drug. Yes, a drug that would make her seem like she was dead. But she really isn't. And by doing so, she wouldn't need to marry Paris, and Romeo can rescue her from the grave and run away with her to Mantua. After giving her the drugs, I immediately messaged Romeo on Facebook to inform him that he can meet Juliet in the tomb. But I didn't realize that there was a bug with my computer. I thought I sent it already, but the only part of the message that was sent through Facebook was, "Hey Romeo, Juliet, and is dead." When actually it said, "Hey Romeo, Juliet used a special potion that I gave her to make it seem like she is dead. This messed up everything! Romeo thought Juliet died, so he killed himself at Juliet's tomb with what I think was poison, because there was a bottle of poison next to his body. I came to get Juliet because I realized it was almost her time to wake up. But when I got there, I heard people coming to the tomb, so I tried to convince Juliet to go with me, but she refused because she saw Romeo dead and killed herself. So yeah, that's all I know.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for cooperating and informing us.